Hey, so I came out today to play with the new Nikon Z6, which is a full-frame mirrorless camera from Nikon. It is 24.5 megapixels backside illuminated sensor, which allows for a faster file output. So that means faster frames per second. 12 frames per second and higher ISO with lower noise means that I wanted to try some action shots out there with minimal gear. So I called on my buddy Chad Caruso, who is a skater here in New York. We went to various spots to try some things out. So now, knowing that I'm going to be shooting some action out there and it's going to be skating, I wanted to go wide angle. So I pulled out a 14 to 24 2.8 f mount lens, which is glass that's already existed for Nikon, mounted with the FTZ adapter to the Z6. Worked seamlessly. It was absolutely perfect. There was no problems with it. There was no slow on the autofocus. It was as if it was mounted directly to the Z mount. So to get some other shots out of Chad, I went into using the S-line lenses, which was the 24 to 70 millimeter f4, which was awesome. It was super sharp. It was super light, very small profile, and we were just able to go around Central Park and the various skate spots and also get some lookbooky and headshotty type stuff so that Chad could look a little more professional when he's out there. Overall, I was really happy with the performance of this. I really pushed it hard on the ISO, going up to 51,200 ISO, which is something I would never ever try before. Well, I would never actually go into before due to this fear of noise, but I was actually really surprised at how clean the images were. And shooting at 12 frames a second was a blast. I had a lot of fun. I didn't miss a second of every action move that he had, from ollies to kick flips to grinding ledges. I was really happy with the performance of this camera. And on top of all of it, it felt like every other Nikon I ever had. So the ergonomics, the battery life, the flip screen, super versatile, and I had a lot of fun with it today. So the Z6 is pretty versatile, but it's also pretty balanced, so it's suitable for video as well. In fact, I'm being filmed with it right now by Fernando, who had a body as well right next to me shooting video as I was shooting stills. So let's go to Fernando to talk about his experience shooting video with the Z6.
Hey guys, so regarding the video aspects of this camera, first I wanted to try the native lenses. So we had today the 35 1.8 and the 24 to 70 f4, and also wanted to see how great the autofocus was with these lenses. Very responsive, great sharp lenses. The face detection autofocus immediately was able to track any subject and grab onto their faces, and everything happened seamlessly. So besides the autofocus features, this also has great focus peaking that allowed me to just nail down exactly where I wanted to where Chad was going to go into frame. Other aspect to the lens is that you get the 5-axis stabilization, which allows you to just go handheld, and I didn't feel the need to add a stabilizer or any type of like third party to this. I was just able to just be camera in hand, follow my subject, and everything was very, very smooth. So given that Chad was doing tricks with his skateboard, I decided to do some slow motion, and it looked great. So the highest resolution of this camera is 4K UHD in full frame with a full pixel readout, which utilizes the full potential of this sensor. So this camera does 8-bit internal with the possibility of doing 10-bit 422 out to an external recorder, and also to activate and log. Speaking of profiles, I wanted to try a couple of the profiles inside the camera. So I tried shooting with standard and with the flat in order so I can edit it in post. So I want to thank Nikon for lending us the Z6. It was great to shoot with. As always, hit like, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below.